Hi, I'm Kristen. Happy New Year. It's 2022. So you know what that means. That means I'm going to talk about the weight loss quilt. So if you haven't heard about what that is, I'll put a card up above and a link in the description. You can download a free starter pack. But basically what it is, it's a habit tracker in quilt form. And I started back in November, but there's a whole bunch of folk who were like, I'll be with you in January. So it's January. So if that's you and you haven't started yet, that's totally fine. I lost 16 pounds from like first week November-ish kind of time until right before Christmas. And then I did take a Christmas break from the healthy eating and had lots of yummy treats and things like that. And I did gain 2.5 pounds. I'm totally cool with that. So I'm just starting again in the New Year's. So if that's you and you've been a little bit indulgent over the Christmas period, don't stress. We're starting, and there's plenty of folk who are starting with us from January anyways. So it's basically one block a day, but these blocks are so easy that you could do like all week's blocks on the weekend in an hour. Okay. So don't get stressed about the one block a day thing. And what we're doing is using it as a habit tracker. So I personally am tracking whether or not I ate healthy, how much I exercised, like in minutes, and whether or not I lost weight that week. But I know there's other people who are using the key that's in the starter pack to do some different things. There's somebody who's using it to track how much water they're drinking. So there's different ways you can go with it if you've got different kind of New Year's resolutions around health that aren't necessarily around weight loss. And I think there was someone else who even said they were going to use it for smoking. So you can join in no matter what your goal is in terms of habit tracking through a quilt. So it's going to help you reach two of those New Year's resolutions: to quilt more and to get healthier. And also, if you have a New Year's resolution to make more kind of quilty friends, there's a group of us doing it. So far, we're mostly sharing on Instagram and in the YouTube comments. But I have said that if enough of you say, yes, please, then I will start a Facebook group so we can kind of chat in there. So just let me know if that's something you want to do. So I'm going to show you the update of my quilt. Now, I've done 4.5 rows that I put together, so I'll show those to you. And what I do is kind of prep ahead of time every now and again, basically. I've got a box that I'm using to store the background squares of various colors. So I'm using low volume orange and a pink denim, which I explained in a previous video what that's about. But anyway, so those are 5-inch squares. So I just cut those as and when. I'm trying to get a bit of variety. So I kind of cut a few as I have a scrap that's big enough. And then I also use fusible on the back of the colored circles, and I cut those out ahead of time as well. So I've got like a pile of different pink ones and different orange ones and blue ones because that's the colors I'm using. But you don't have to use those colors, obviously. But it does make it quicker. So if you're going a block a day, that's a lot. If you just do, an hour of prep a month or something like that, and then do your blocks on a Sunday or whatever day of the week you want to do, it really doesn't take that much time. And I've got a tracking coloring sheet in the starter pack where you can kind of note down, whatever it is you're recording. So for me, it's whether I ate healthy and how many minutes I exercise. So if I fall behind on making the blocks, then I can kind of record it all there. So a couple things with the benefit of hindsight, depending on what size of quilt you're looking to make. Obviously, I'm trying to make mine from scraps and leftovers and things, but I'm also wanting to make sure that it kind of goes together. So I'm trying to use a mixture of prints and solids, but I feel like it might have been a little bit more cohesive, is that the word, if I had used like all solids or something like that. So I feel like mine's gonna end up looking a tiny bit busy. I think I'm okay with that, and I'm gonna just roll with what I'm doing now. The other thing is, some folk have talked about the applique and how they're not 100% sure about it. I'm telling you that if you just try it and practice it a few times, it gets easier. However, I'm kind of feeling like this could be done actually in a kind of quilt as you go sort of a way. So you could just fuse all the circles and then baste a section or a row or the whole thing at the end and use the quilting to secure the circles if that's easier. So obviously you got to make sure you're using a good fusible so that it stays in place until you get to that stage. But If you want to make it even easier, that's an option. And the other one is to use the tracking coloring sheet that I talked about in the holiday update video, which is now in the starter pack. So you should have received that. If you haven't, let me know. It'll be in the starter pack for anyone downloading it new now. Tiny little housekeeping thing. There, I was changing over how I do the emails and stuff on the website over the Christmas holidays. So I think there was a few people who either had a delay in getting the starter pack, and hopefully you have it now if that was the case, or there might have been a few people who put their email address in and didn't get anything. I'm hoping that that's not the case and that what I've done has fixed that. But if you put your email address in over the holidays and you didn't get a starter pack, just do it again and it should work. And if it doesn't, just email me at hello@scrapfabriclove.com and I will get one to you as quickly as I can. So welcome to all of you who are coming and starting in January. And especially welcome if you were sent over by Becca. I know she mentioned the weight loss quote in her video, and some of you have come over, so that's great. It's really nice to have you here. And I hope we can all kind of get together and achieve our weight loss and health goals for 2022. It's definitely been much more fun for me to do it with all of you, everyone commenting what they're doing, and yeah, it's been the motivation that I wanted it to be for me, and I hope it can be the same for you. So if you want to keep up to date with the weight loss quote, or you just like videos like this, then please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for spending time with me.